I'm going to remove the doors from the car now because I want to do some grinding and welding work to the floor, and I don't want to do any harm to the door cards or the glass. So the easiest way to do that is to remove them. Now they can be a little bit tricky to get the pins out here and here. Basically go to your toolbox and get all your long extensions together, and I just put a bolt of just the right diameter on the end, and you can slot it in, and by making it long enough you can drive it with a hammer without damaging either the sill or the outside of the door. For the tab that prevents the door from overextending, there's a rivet that holds it in place here, but on this car it's actually been replaced handily enough with an old bolt, so that should be easy enough to remove. If the rivet was still in place, you might have to actually cut or grind the top off to get it out. A bit of penetrating fluid. And the top one you can do up from the bottom. Here's your door off. I did do a little bit of harm above the hinge, but this is easily addressed. I've had a couple of late nights this week with an emergency service that I volunteer with, so if you're wondering what keeps me going, it's these opal jellies. I'm going to remove the windscreen now to protect it from any welding sparks and grinding sparks from the work I'm going to do on the interior. And also I want to get a closer look at, there's a few little bubbly bits here on the edges, and that could indicate that there's something a little bit more behind the rubber. This windscreen has been bonded in, so unfortunately I'm going to have to cut it out, and this will destroy the rubber, but luckily I have spares, so I'll be able to use another one when I refit the window. There goes my windscreen glass. The way this has been stuck on around here would have made it very difficult to just to do it without cutting the rubber. Hopefully I'll be able to do the back window like that. And yes, there's some holes here that I'm really glad to have exposed, and that will get repaired. So this is the back window, and I'm going to try and prise the rubber out on this one. And that's my back window out. This roof lining has seen better days, so I'm going to remove it. I might not get to replace it in this current phase of work due to time constraints, because I have a deadline in the springtime. So you might not get to see me putting one in for a while, but this is too bad to leave there, and it will interfere with work I need to do around the windscreen and back window openings. So I'll take out the sun visors first and then the mirror. For the moment I'm just going to cut around the handles. I'll remove them properly at a later time. 2 roof linings in this car, I think. Foam is in good condition. It's been holding moisture up against the metal though, and you can see it's corroded where it's been glued, so it'd be nice to clean all that off and paint it properly. They don't get a very thorough coating of paint in the factory. So once I have all that tidied away, I'm ready to start grinding, cutting and welding in some new parts.